Hey there gamers, it's Professor Meg here, and welcome back to the Board Game Co channel. Today we have a solo playthrough of Tomb Raider: The Crypt of Chronos. Now this is brought to you by Crystal Dynamics. This is a sponsored video, and this is also a prototype copy in front of me, so all of the rules, components, and things like that are subject to change. These are not the final miniatures, things like that, but this is going to be a solo playthrough because this is a solo game where you are playing as Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider herself, and you're playing through multiple chapters. Now you're going to have different objectives that you're trying to meet for you to be able to get through these chapters, and there are also different modes for you to be able to play the game. So this is the campaign mode, which is, I would say, the meat and potatoes of the game, where it's taking you through the actual story of the Crypt of Chronos, which I'll tell you the story so far, but we're not too far into it. But if you'd like to see the other ways to play the game and a bit more of a step-by-step of the board and things like that, and a breakdown of the components, there's also a preview on the channel done by yours truly. Now, as I said, I'll tell you the story so far. We are on the island of Kairos. Now, we are currently racing against the Notla organization. They are this really bad organization that has done some pretty bad deeds, and they are trying to get the artifact, which is going to be in the Crypt of Chronos. Now, this artifact is really, really cool. It can change things with time, so we want to get there before them because they will do evil things with it. So we are fighting against them, but they aren't really a threat in this current part because we've only just gotten to the island. So there are also some natural creatures that are going to be fighting against us, but there are also some protectors that live on the island that are always here protecting it, because it only shows up once every 200 years where someone can come and try to get access to this artifact. So now let's dive into how to play the game. Alright, and now before we dive into the game, as I said, if you would like to know the basic actions, the flow of the game, things like that, please check out the preview because I am going to dive straight into the gameplay and describe the actions as I'm performing them. So I am going to move on to those once I start making my decisions, but just to kind of explain to you where we are, this is the current 4x4 grid, which you will set up depending on the scenario. So there is a scenario book that will tell you exactly how to set this up, including who spawns and the different tokens that are on the board. Now, something that is very important for these maps is that there are 3 different types of terrain. There is the regular terrain, which is going to be this green jungle all around us that we are able to maneuver around. There are also these blocked passages, and they do block you from walking through them, but they do not block line of sight, so you are not safe when you are in them. For example, we are going to be trying to get over into this area, and the only way for us to do so is going to be to unlock this door and walk around into here, but we will be exposed to enemy line of sight if they should face us and be able to see us. Now, the third type of terrain is going to be high terrain, where you can kind of have an advantage on your opponents, and that's going to be all of these terrain here. As you can imagine, those are probably buildings all around us. Now, here we have this snake, which is going to be one of the natural enemies in the area, and just to show you what their line of sight is, it's going to be 3 spaces wide and 6 spaces forward. So right now, this guy can see all the way up to this area here. So he's able to see that far, so we are currently safe from his line of sight, but we need to be careful because he will move, he'll turn, he'll move around the map and things like that, and we want to make sure he never sees us. Now, it is inevitable that enemies are probably going to see us later on in the game, but when there's only one, I want to make sure that we can keep the drop on him and make sure he doesn't move in and try to attack us, because we can attack and take him out, or honestly, based on how many event cards we want drawn, we might let him just never see us and move around the board. So I'm not sure exactly what we want to do yet, but to explain what these event cards are, we are going to have our Lara turn, the enemy turn, and then these event cards are going to be drawn. And this, in the actual campaign of the game, is going to be kind of a time counter for you for how close the Notla organization is advancing toward you. So where we are playing only one game, the stakes aren't too high, but either way, I don't want to be too frivolous with our event cards. Alright, so with that we are going to move on to how to actually play the game. And to play the game, you are going to have 6 basic Lara dice that you are allocating toward the actions that you want to do for the turn. Now, you are able to unlock additional dice, but these dice they're great to have extra dice. However, once they are used, they are gone and spent, so they are one-time use and they will cost you resources to be able to get them. Alright, now I think it is definitely our best bet to start off with moving, And movement is going to be, you're going to choose how many dice you want to roll, and then you will move 1 space per die regardless, and if you fail, you'll make noise on your starting space, which will attract enemies, but, because we are currently hidden, you can see, but for every success we roll successes, you are able to move an additional space. Now, even making space and drawing him this way isn't bad for us, but I'm trying to think of how many dice we should use and what else we want to allocate. There are a couple things that we want to do due to the scenario objectives. So again, this is a prototype, so this is a printed out copy. This is not what the final book will look like, but we do have our objectives here, and one of them is to collect this artifact. The other one is to search at least once, and then to research at least once. So those 2 actions we're able to do whenever we want, and then we're also trying to work toward this artifact. So I am wondering if we should research, because the research cards are very good for us. And then we can also move, and I do think, yeah, I think that's what we should do. So if we roll 2 successes on researching, we would draw a research card. So why don't we use 2 dice now for research, and then the rest on movement, because we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna try to jump up over there and not have the snake see us. Okay, so let's see for our research. All right, so we got 2 successes, and then this I would be able to discard an event card to be able to turn it into a success. With 2 successes, we're able to just draw a research card straight out the gate, whereas if we only had 1 success, we would place 2 cubes here, or no successes would be 1 cube, and once you fill up to 3 cubes, you would gain a research card. But lucky us, we got 2 successes, and we will gain a research card. So this is re-roll a dice roll. So we're going to hold on to that. That's pretty great for us. And that is what we used for research. So those are spent, and then, as I said, we're going to spend the rest on movement. So we have a base 4 of movement regardless, because we're using 4 dice. Let's see how well we're able to move. Okay, that one was caught. Okay, well that's great for us to at least have 1 success, because that would have been really bad if we didn't have any. Now, let's see how far we want to move. To be able to get up high, it's going to cost us 2. All right, so with our 4 dice, we're able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we already have 1 success, so we can go 5. And we're still okay because we haven't made any noise. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I think we're just not going to spend any more. So that is going to be the end of our first Lara phase, because we have spent all 6 of our dice, and now it's going to go on to the enemy phase. So this enemy is one of the wildlife, so they're able to move 4, and since I have not made any sound yet, thank goodness, he's just going to continue forward. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop there. So we are safe. But then it's going to move on to the event. And that's another reason why I left this guy in play and didn't try to shoot at him, because when you draw events, you draw 1 if there's an enemy, at least 1 enemy in play, but you draw 2 if there's no enemies. So we're going to draw 1 event card and see, oh great, an enemy is going to spawn anyway. So for an enemy to spawn, this is going to be the other type of enemy, which is the protectors. These are the guys that are native to the current island and trying to stop anyone from taking this artifact, including us. And we're going to roll this spawn die. So we'll roll this. It's a 5. So we're going to place him on the 5 area. Oh, that's not great. He's not too close yet, but he is so close to us. So he is going to be placed here facing this way, but again, his line of sight ends here. So that's really, really great for us right now, because it's a little bit scary. Alright, and that has been our first round. So now you've seen a bit of the pace of play of what the game is going to look like. You are going to use your 6 dice to do your different actions, deciding how many dice you want to spend on each action, representing how much time you want to spend doing each task. And then there's going to be the enemy phase, where they're walking around, potentially moving toward any noises they heard, if not straight toward you because they see you, and then the event. So with that, we're going to go into the second round, but now I'm going to go over our objectives of what we're trying to do to win this particular scenario. So I did already note that we're trying to flip the switch, get this artifact, but then we are also trying to get out toward this door. So this bear miniature here, he's actually a boss miniature, but I have it just to show you that this spot here, I have it kind of like pointing toward it, that this is our exit tile. So not only do we have to get over here to get this artifact, but we then have to make it all the way over there toward the exit tile and make it out alive. Now again, as a final reminder, we also need to search and research, but we've already researched, so we only need to at least research once, and it doesn't actually have to be successful. We can fail the action, but we do need to search. Now, currently looking at the board with the enemies, I do want to take the high ground as quickly as possible. Now, with this guy being here, he came out during the event phase, so he won't get to move until the enemy phase. So I'm hoping I can sneak around and have him not even see me. And this guy still has his back turned toward me, so I honestly feel like it's a little crazy, but I think I'm going to put all 6 of my dice into movement and just try to hop up over there and see what I can do. So, alright, and before we continue, I actually just grabbed a dice tray as well because I felt things were starting to get a little bit crazy. So I also feel a little crazy spending 6 dice on movement right now, but I feel like it is our best choice to just run. Let's just run. We have our research. We can re-roll a dice roll. I think we're just going to go for it and see what we are able to manage. So not a great roll, but not a terrible roll. So we're automatically moving 6 plus 3 because we got 3 successes. So that would be 9. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to jump up here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is it worth? No, I don't think it's worth. Should we spend 1? Because then if we spend 2 dice and get 2 successes, yeah, I think we should spend 1. So we are going to turn 1 of these into a success. So we are going to discard this event card. And then we are going to move 1 more forward. Now, we're currently up high, so we're safe that they actually can't even see us. Now, if we make any noise, they will see us. And if we try to attack, it's actually harder to attack from higher. But right now we're sneaky hidden, not making any noise at all. So that's really, really good for us. And we are holding on to our reroll a dice roll, so that's really great to also hopefully help us not make any noise too soon before things get crazy. So for us to move forward, for our enemy movement, when you have multiple enemies on the board, you're going to go left to right, top to bottom. So our snake is going to move first as our wildlife, and they get to move 4. Now, he will move up too. That's interesting. That's interesting because I didn't think about this. I'm going to have to kill him, which is fine. But he's going to move up 2 and then move 1 more. Oh, this is interesting. He's not going to be able to move close enough to attack us, but he's actually going to want to attack us. So he is a melee attacker, but he's going to continue straight until he's blocked from his path, so until he hits this block. At first I was thinking he would stop at the high ground, but he won't because he can move up there just like anybody else. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then turn 90 degrees clockwise until he can move, and then 4. Now, he could definitely see us even when he turned to the 3, so we are now currently seen, meaning that even though this guy cannot see us, he's still going to move toward us now because we're currently seen by an enemy on the board. So that's not great, but we're going to... he's not going to attack us, at least, because that's the end of his movement, and he is a melee attacker, so at least we're safe in that sense. But originally, this character would have just, oh gosh, you guys, if I had stayed just 1 more this way, I would have actually been safe from his line of sight, but I actually love the chaos of this, that we're gonna shoot him in the face. It's totally fine. So now we're going to have our protectors move, so they move 3, and he's going to try to go the fastest way toward me. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, because he'll be able to go that way. That would be fastest than him trying to go over this thing. So he's currently there, but again, he can't reach me, so at least we're safe in that sense. They're a little bit slow to move. And now it's going to go on to the event phase. So again, because we have enemies on the board, we're only drawing 1. And this is going to be an enemy spawns. So this is going to be another one of the wildlife. We can grab one of the wolf minis this time, which are super adorable, and then we will roll our die to see where he's going to go. And he is also on the 5, which is over here, which, oh, that's not bad for us. That's not bad. So we'll put him here facing this way. But again, he sees us. He knows we're over there. Now, because we are up on a high area, we are able to try to hide and make it so that they aren't able to see us. But we're only, this guy is going to be able to see us no matter what. So we have to take him out before any of that happens. So we're going to pick up our 6 Lara die once again and decide what we want to do. Now we definitely need to shoot this snake, and now we're going to take a look at what our weapons, how they operate. Now with your weapons, they aren't one of the actions that you see on the board unless you're choosing melee, which we are not going to do. That's not really safe for us right now, but you have your different weapons. So we currently have dual pistols, and we're going to be able to roll dice for those just like we would our other actions. So you're still running out of your 6 Lara dice before it moves over to the enemy phase. So we're going to decide now how many dice we want to roll, but we're definitely going to keep in mind we have this re-roll a dice roll. Now, our dual pistols are able to shoot either the space in front of us or an additional space away, so we are going to have to move to be able to shoot this guy. And I am wondering if we should shoot him at point blank. If you attack at melee and you fail, they will attack you back immediately, but if I shoot basically at melee, I'm still okay. So I am wondering, ooh, do I spend 1 die to move? Sure. Alright, so we're going to spend 1 die to move and see if we're able to move a little bit extra. Ooh, I should have used the tray, but it was a double. So that's 1 that's been spent, and we're going to be able to move 3 spaces. Okay, so we will go 1, 2, and stay there to be able to shoot in front of us. And then we are going to choose some dice to shoot. Now, what we're going to do is you are able to attribute your successes, but you're also able to spend ammo to be able to add successes. So we currently need to do 3 damage in 1 shot to take out this wildlife. Otherwise, we don't kill him. So, I mean, we are able to just use our ammo, but I don't think we should rely too much on that. Oh, the other thing about the dual pistols is the dice must be rolled in pairs, so I think we'll stop at 2. I think 2 is completely fine, and we'll use our ammo for the rest, because everyone's kind of far away from us. Oh, we rolled 3 successes. So, with 3 successes, we're dealing 3 damage, which is their health, and we're at the same level, so I'm not reduced by anything or anything like that, even though I am up on the high ground. So we won't have to use any of our ammo, and we get to do the 3 damage. Now, because he is a standard enemy, we're also able to get a resource from the bag. So you guys haven't seen any of the resources yet, but it's how we're going to craft these different things over here. You're able to craft ammo, med packs, those additional dice that I was talking about, or you're also able to craft weapons, outfits, and abilities. So those are additional things that we would be able to do, but for now we're just going to grab a resource. Ooh, and this is also a great resource. So there are 3 types that are in here, but there's also treasure, which is a wild resource, and this one is actually ×2, so this is 2. And crafting does not cost you any dice. That's just an additional action that you are able to do during your turn. But the thing about something like this is I am not able to do any of these actions which require 2 different types of resources, because this is only 2 of the same type of resource. So this is actually very, very useful for me to grab another weapon, or perhaps an outfit for us. So we'll hold on to that. And now what to do, because we are 2 spaces away from the switch, and to flip the switch, it's going to cost us a die. So I think we should move closer to the switch. And then maybe we'll perform our search action. That way we don't have to worry about that later. yeah, so, okay, we're gonna use 1 die to move. And we do have our reroll, so that's why I'm being a little cavalier about it. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, it's not good. It's not bad if we make noise, but it's kind of like a waste because we're not moving as much as we can. So we're gonna re-roll that, even though that's like the worst thing to have to re-roll. Okay, but we got a success. So with that success, we can move 2, and we will go 1, 2 toward the switch. Now, I was initially thinking we should do that. Yeah, we should do that. We should try to hide next turn, because they're only going to be able to go 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure I put them back the right way. But yeah, we should definitely hide next turn so that they don't see us as we dive into here. Even though they'll start to see us as their eyesight turns over there. So, yeah, let's spend a die to flip the switch. So we're gonna discard a die. You don't have to roll it. You don't need a success or anything like that. You just need to spend the die for it. And we're gonna be able to flip the switch to open the red door. So that's now open for us. We're now very close to our objective and everything that we want to be doing, but we're also in a little bit of danger over here with these guys. Now we have 1 die left, and I'm thinking we should search. We could move if we wanted to. I think we'll hide next round, but I think that we should search. So let's do that to meet our objective. So, again, I should have rolled in the tray. Every time I have it, I rolled a double so far, so I don't know about that, you guys. But we will use this double success where we can only do meet this one, which is 1 resource. So we're going to go into the bag yet again and see what we are able to grab. Okay, that's another ×2. I feel like, you guys, I feel like it seems like I'm looking, but I swear I'm not looking. I swear I cannot see inside the bag. So now we have 2 and 2, which means we could craft 2 special dice, actually. We would be able to do that. And we would actually be able to get 4 special dice with our 2 and 2, because we'd be able to use 2 for one, 2 for the other, and get 4 special dice, and you are able to roll them over, so we could choose when we want to spend those, but considering this could also be 4 of the same exact thing, I think we should hold on to them and maybe try to see what we can get as far as like maybe an outfit or a weapon. New weapon? More damage? Anybody? I think that might be more fun too, especially because when you get a new weapon, it comes fully loaded with ammo as well. Alright, so that was the entire Lara turn, so now it's going to move toward these enemies, and they're going to start moving toward us. So our protectors are going to move 3, and they can go 1, 2, 3. Either way is fine, they're moving toward us. And then we can do the wildlife, which will move 4. So they will go 1, 2, 3, 4, also heading out that way. But yeah, we're safe and at least pretty far away from now with them spawning over here, which is pretty great. But they're going to start moving toward our exit, which is also pretty dangerous for us because we're going to have to go through them. So that's that for them. And now we're going to draw an event card, which is going to be another enemy spawning. Oh my goodness, you guys. I swear there are different things other than enemy spawn, but that's what we've gotten so far. Alright, so now we have a 4, which is going to be here, and it's going to be yet another wildlife. So it's going to be a revenge of the snakes, I guess, where our snake will show up here on the 4. But yeah, this maybe not attacking and waiting, it wasn't the best idea. One thing I didn't tell you guys about is that when you have multiple weapons, you're only able to use 1 weapon per turn. So your weapons have ammo and they're able to add successes, and you're able to use all of your dice toward attacking, but you aren't able to switch through to a new weapon to use that ammo until a different turn. So I am able to craft ammo, but I'm not able to switch to a different weapon mid-turn to use all of my potential. So this might get pretty dangerous for us. So let's at least, I don't know, now I'm wondering if I should focus on attacking them, on hiding and taking some of them out before I go and get this artifact, because I am blocked from them coming to get me and these guys are melee. But yeah, this feels a bit dangerous. So I don't know. Let's see. I mean, everything is spawned. It is back to our turn, so we do have all of our Lara dice again, and I do think we completely should totally hide. I think that's our best bet because we are up high right now, and then even if we move through to over here, they won't be able to see us. So hiding is super important. It can be only be used if there are no enemies on your tile. We are so great. There's no enemies anywhere near us. And if we fail, we would lose an event card. With one success, we can choose to re-roll with one fewer die, or we can spend 3 to hide. So we would need 3 successes. Now, I'm wondering if we should maybe research first. Yeah, researching would even give us a different kind of card that could be helpful, but it may be something that can help us toward hiding, and I don't think we should spend all 6 dice on hiding, so I'm going to spend 2 on research first to see what we're able to get there. Oh, not great. Not great. So we could get 2 successes to draw the card, but it would cost us 2 event cards. So you guys, I am making all of these choices based on playing the full game, which I believe is 15 chapters, so everything I'm doing, I'm trying to do with that intent in mind, and as you go through the event deck, it's going to make the Notla organization stronger, that there is the event side, but then there's the invader side, so as you start recycling and you need to shuffle your event deck, you're going to eventually have to go to this invader side, or invaded. So I want to make sure that's not happening because that's worse. So I think I'm going to take 1 success again. I think we're going to split the difference. No, you know what? I'm going to take the fail. I'm going to take the fail because it's game 1. We're not in that bad a shape. The research was not crucial to the plan. And knowing how long the game is supposed to be, I'm just going to take the fail and put 1 cube here. So when this area is filled with 3 cubes, I also get a research card. So 1 cube is for failing, 2 cubes is 1 success, and then with 2 successes, you just get a research card. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave that there, and that was 2 dice spent. So now I'm thinking we should spend all 4 on hiding because we need 3 successes, and I'm terrified. So let's just try to hide. Let's just, yeah, let's try to hide. Let's try to hide, and then we're going to try to run. Okay, we did it. We did it so good, you guys, because this is one where we would have to discard, but this is 5 successes, so we rolled 2 doubles plus a success, so we just need the 3 and we automatically hide. But that is the end of our turn. So this gets to flip it back to hidden. They're now just going to move around based on their movement, and I did count it out to make sure no one's getting up where I am to be able to see me, and they won't before I can hopefully run away. So now it's going to move on to their turn. So our snake is going to go first, and he's going to move 4. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's right there, but he still cannot see me till he jumps up, which is so fantastic for us. Then the protectors are also going to go 1, but then they hit a block, and since I'm currently hidden, they're going to turn. So they'll turn and go 2, and then they aren't able to hop up to here with 3, so they will, I think that they'll just stay right there because they are able to move that way, they just don't have enough movement, whereas they're not actually blocked from moving. And then we have our other wildlife, which is going to move 4, and he will also go 1. It's going to cost him an additional 1 to move through this guy, so 2, 3, and then 4. So he's also stopping right there where even if he did hop up to the ledge, he wouldn't be able to see me because it's a 6x3 grid. But either way, he's not up as high as we are right now. Alright, and now for the event phase. This is a special one. So special ones are special, but they're not that special. They are, but you're not really able to use them. So what I mean is, this is a special where you would be able to gain a special die. But whenever you use ones that are beneficial for you, you remove them from the event deck after use. So they're removed forever for the rest of the campaign, and you will never see this again. But when you do encounter them, you are able to use this as a nothing happens. So you're able to just discard it, which is what we'll do. Obviously, we wouldn't use this early in the game. So nothing happens, which is still very, very good for us, but this will stay in there. Now you can see that on the flip side, when this becomes the Notla organization, it's a 5 assault, so it is really good for you to remove it before their turns happen, because it will eventually happen. You will have to shuffle through this. So that is, good for you to remove at a certain point, but not quite yet. So we're going to take that as a nothing happens for us, and then it's going to be our turn again with our 6 Lara dice. Now, we are currently hidden, so I think it's our turn to move, and I think we should just spend everything we can to move. I think we should just run because we're currently hidden. They can't see us. I think it'll be a bit before they can. And I think this game isn't... I play games with fighting. I play games where I battle and I want to fight all the time, and I'm not great at walking away from a fight, but I think we should stealth. I think stealth right now is the right call, especially with so many of them around us, and once we shoot our gun, it'll make noise where they will be drawn toward us. So yeah, I really feel like we should just attempt to run with all of our dice and hope that works. I do wonder... Fine, we'll spend 1 die on research because even if we get 1 success, we would place 2 cubes on here, so only a failure is bad for us. Okay, so we can spend an event card, and this time I'm going to. So we're going to spend the event card, we're going to discard it, and then that is 1 success for us, which is 2 cubes, which will fill this up, and then we get a research card. So let's see what this is for us. Ooh, this allows us to go hidden again. Ooh. That's fun because we could shoot and then go hidden again. That's not bad, but I don't think we're going to use it yet. We're going to keep that in our pocket. So I'm going to put this over here for now in our ability slot until we get abilities. So that's that for that. And now we're going to spend 5 days on running. We're just going to run away. We're moving at least 5 with that. Okay, great. We got at least 2 successes. So we got 2 successes, and we got 2 more that we can turn into better successes. So we're moving 5, which means, and we're out of line of sight no matter what. So I'm going to have us go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spending 1 event. Oh, no, wait, I had double. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7. I had the 5, 6, 7. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just stay there. We won't discard anything. Okay, great. That was everything we've got, but we ran away. That snake is going to kind of move toward us, but not really. They move clockwise as they rotate, which means everything is going to move toward us at the end, but... I don't know, I feel good about this. I feel good about it so far. So, we're going to move on to their turn. So, the first snake is going to move 4, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then turn here toward 4. And then we're going to have this wolf go, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this protector over here, which is facing this way, is going to go 1, 2, 3. So they are patrolling. They are very close to my exit, but they're nowhere near me so far. So let's hope nothing shows up right where we are. An enemy spawns. Who'd have thought? So we're going to roll this and have our enemy spawn at number 1, which is over here, which is not bad because they're going to get hit by the block. So we'll put a wolf over here and face him this way, but as long as we don't catch his line of sight too soon, again, we're just letting them all patrol around us. Alright, and now it is the Lara phase once again. So it's on to us, and I'm trying to think about what I want us to do because we are hidden. And now for us to win, so we've searched, we've researched, so the last thing on our objective is to go get this artifact, get to the exit, and no one can be on the exit tile and we can exit. So as long as no one's on that tile, we're fine, and we are hidden right now. So we're doing okay. Now we do have these 2 treasures, so I'm thinking we should stay hidden and just stay up there in that area and perhaps search and research and have that help us because right now we're kind of in a way that they're not really going to start moving toward us quite yet. So let's do that. So we'll search, and I think we'll spend 1 die. I'll spend 2. I'll spend 2 die, because if I get 3 successes, it's 3 resources, but you can only get that with 2 dice. You can't get that with just 1 die. So we're going to spend 2 die. Okay, that's fine. So we got 1 that we could turn into a success and a success, but we only get rewards on 1 or 3, so we'll use the 1 and draw a resource from the bag. Now, if this is a specific type, it's not. Ooh, this is good but bad for us. Ooh, you can only search once per Lara phase, so we can't search again. But it's another ×2. So the thing that's bad about that is that we aren't able to it's either 5 or 7 for you to draw these cards. So with 5, we could take 1. With 7, we could draw 2 and keep 1. But with 6, we kind of just lose 1 because these are all ×2 tokens. But we could get anything that we wanted. Let's research and see what we get. We don't need to craft now. So let's research with 2 dice. Do we feel safe moving with 2 dice? I think so. So we'll research with 2 and then potentially move with 2. Okay, so that's 1 success or potentially 2 successes. Ooh. I'm gonna do it. Right now, I think we gotta figure out what we're doing. So we're gonna discard an event card to turn that into a success, and then we're going to draw a research card. So we're gonna draw another one. Skip the enemy phase. Ooh. That's great. That's really interesting. We're going to wait for that, but that is really, really interesting. Okay, so now we're going to move. So we have 2 dice left. Oh my gosh, 2 dice left. And let's attempt to move. If these go wrong, it's really bad for us, but you know, it didn't. Okay, thank goodness. So we're moving 3 for the successes plus the 2 for the dice. So we're going to be able to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we're going to do it, you guys. Ooh, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right near the door, but no one's really facing us, so we're kind of okay, and we can skip their phase later. So we are going to let them go now. So this guy's going to move first, and he wants to move 4, but he's currently blocked, so he's going to turn this way. Ooh. Oh, interesting. He's going to end up seeing me. Ooh, you guys, this is interesting. Should I skip the enemy phase now? Because I didn't think about that. Because if I can get down to this artifact space... I didn't think about that, and I don't want to take back what I did, and he'll end up turning because he's blocked. So I think I'm going to choose to skip the enemy phase. It feels crazy. Everything I'm doing feels crazy, but I can't get caught over here right now. I can't. So we're going to skip the enemy phase. Oh, it feels so crazy, but we're going to do it. That's what we do. And now it's on to the event. So we're going to draw an event card. I really need to take these enemies out. Darts. So this is going to be a trap. We can either jump and take 3 damage or run and lose a resource. So we're just going to take the damage. We're at full health right now. Haha. As if things aren't coming toward us. 1, 2, 3. We are able to craft a med pack if we really want to. So yeah, we're going to take the damage from the darts right now. Alright, and with that, it is back to the Lara phase. So it is, wow. So it is now our turn. But oh my goodness, we're in trouble. We're in a wee bit of trouble from this wolf. I didn't think about it. We skipped the enemy phase. We could come in and attack him, but we'd have to move a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 to attack him. Now my other option is to move further away so that he doesn't see us, because he'll go here and then be able to see 6 spaces ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do think my best bet is to maybe move in and he won't see me. So we don't need to move that much. We're going to spend 2 dice on moving because I don't want to make noise and fail. So we'll spend 2 to move. And we got 2 successes, so we're great. So we could be able to move 4. And let's see, if he faces here, he can actually only see up to here. So it would be when he turns. So I can't go up to here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Right exactly there. He'll turn here and not see us, I believe. Because we're not in this one and we're not in that one. I believe we're slightly too far away for him to be able to see us over here. So that's really, really great for us. We'll stop there, and then we have 4 more dice. So I think we should search again to see now, because we're going to be able to make some choices. I'm hoping we get to get an outfit. So that's 1 success. And again, it's only 1 or 3 that matters for this, so we'll take the 1. And oh my goodness, I'm drawing all of the treasures from the bag, which is a good and a bad thing because they're all going to be gone. So we do have 8 treasures now, and I am going to spend them. So I think we should go for an outfit. Honestly, you guys, that's my calling. I think we should get an outfit. We could get another weapon, which would come with full ammo. Let's get a weapon. Let's get a weapon. Sue me. Let's get a weapon. I love weapons. Outfits are cool, but I love damage. Alright, so we have a Spectre rifle or the Wasp 2. Must roll at least 2 dice when using this, but this one, it actually hits all 3 targets in front of it. So this little area that I'm in is actually fantastic for this gun. We're taking it. I am in love. I'm so glad we took a weapon. I'm so glad. You guys, it comes in with 5 ammo on this Wasp 2. And the red damage, that means it sprays, it gets everybody, whereas the white would only hit 1 target. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's great. Alright, so let me just grab one of these to put over here on this. Okay, so we're hidden, but we are stacked with guns right now. This feels a little insane. Alright, so we have 2 dice left to use. So, let's research and see what we're able to do. Because it's kind of a safe thing. This one is like completely tipped, so, okay. So we got 2 successes anyway, so we will get a research card. And it's dodge a trap. So that would have been great, but we'll use it in the future. We can dodge a trap that comes up during the event phase. And again, we can become hidden again when we need to. So all of this is working in our favor. But now we are going to move on to the enemy phase. So for the wolf wildlife, he is going to turn because he is blocked, move 1, turn because he is blocked, and then go 2, 3. Sorry, he actually moves 4, but that's where he's going to stop because we're so quiet right now. He didn't see us. We were just far away enough. So that's what happens with him. Then that wildlife up here would go, and they're actually moving in this direction. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, turn and go 4. So they are moving toward that exit on us, which is pretty scary. Then we'll have this guy go 1, 2, 3, and then he'll stop because he doesn't have enough movement to keep going forward. And then we will have him turn to go 1, 2, 3. And he will end up on a high area, which is a little bit dangerous, but not too bad, not too scary. He would be able to see us if we were up over here, and he was facing toward us. But right now, I'm not too concerned about him. Let's see what the event is going to do to us, though. An enemy spawns. Oh no! Let's see where they spawn, because if they spawn at 6, we could have fun with that. But let's see, at 3. So it is going to be one of the protectors, and they are going to spawn at 3. Oh, so that's going to be way over here. Yeah, right near our exit. That's not great for us, but not the worst. Okay, on to the Lara phase with so many enemies on the board. You guys, there's only 3 other minis left for these guys to even end up on the board. I don't know if this many enemies are supposed to be on the board, but again, this is showing there's probably multiple paths to victory. We're definitely gonna get to victory. Stealth must be a path to victory. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure we're doing it. I feel like we should just bank all on movement. Oh, we're gonna save. Oh, we need to move, spend a die to get it, and then move out. So we're going to hold on to the die to grab the artifact. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we should roll at least 2 dice, but I don't want to mess this up. So we're going to roll 3. We're going to roll 3 dice to get over there. And we got 2 successes, so we're going to be able to move 3 plus the 2 for successes. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move 5, but we need to stop there and spend this die to pick up the artifact. So that's 4 of our Lara dice spent already, but we have now officially picked up the artifact. Now all we need to do is get out the door. So that's great for us, and we have 2 dice left. Now we could choose to move, but I'm really terrified of making sound. So instead of moving, because I do think we're safe for a little bit where we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, we're okay. So I think I'm going to spend my last 2 dice on searching or researching. Let's search and see what we're able to get to craft. So we got 1 success, So let's draw a token from the bag. You guys, I swear I'm grabbing these randomly. I almost want to redraw because I am drawing these randomly. I swear there's other, here you go. There's other things in here. I swear, I don't know how that's happening. So that's that. But now we're going to move on to the enemy phase because that was all of our Lara dice. So, starting with this wolf, he's going to move 4 and go 1, 2, 3, and then stop because he's not able to move up to there. And then we'll move up to this guy. He'll go 1, 2, turn, and then go 3, 4. He is going to go 1, unable to move, turn, and then go 2, 3. We'll have this guy go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he is going to go 1, 2, 3. So they're going to kind of continue moving around, but hopefully I'm able to dodge them. I might have to fight those guys, but we'll see. We'll see how they circle around. So now onto the event. An enemy spawns. You guys, we almost don't have enough enemies for them to keep spawning. So, this feels so dangerous. 6. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay because we're gonna shoot him. But oh no. They're all gonna see us. Okay, but we can go hidden. Thank God we can go hidden. So this guy is going to spawn here at the 6 facing toward us, but luckily it is now onto our turn. Now we could shoot right away, but I think waiting with this wasp is a good idea. So I am going to have to move toward him. Now we are seen. So I'm going to have to move toward him to be able to shoot him with the dual pistols. So, let's spend 2 dice, because again, I don't want to mess this up. This is not where I want things to go wrong. So we'll spend 2 dice. Well, actually, making sound is fine, and 2 dice will let us move too. So we're just going to move, and we are able to shoot at right in front of us. So we're going to go 1, 2, and shoot him, and not force a success, because again, we're making sound shooting. They already see us. There is no sound once you're seen, so we're just gonna go for it. So let's use our wasp. Oh my goodness, oops, I did this wrong. So I had the 6 dice, I spent 2 on moving, so I have 4 dice left over. And now we are going to shoot. Now we can have up to, we're using the dual pistols. We can have up to 4 successes automatically, and we need to do 4 damage for them. So we automatically have a success, but we do need to roll dice. And they have to be rolled in pairs for the dual pistols. So I'm wondering if we should just roll all 4. I think we should roll all 4 to be safe, because they have to be rolled in pairs for the pistols. And rolling just 2, I think I'll use my ammo, and I think I'm just going to go hidden anyway and let these guys move around. So I think we're fine, and we should use all 4. I think I'm too afraid to use 2 on movement. So there we go. Not the best, but not the worst. So we have 1 success from the die, and we could pay the other 3 if we wanted to with our ammo, but I could also force successes, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to use 1 discard of an event card to do 2 damage, and then we're going to do the other 3, 4 with our ammo. Whew. Alright, so we'll remove him from the board, and at least that is going to get us to get a resource from the bag. So we're able to draw a resource. There you go, we have a different resource. So we drew that for taking him out, and then we are going to immediately use this research card to go hidden. So now no one can see us, and they're so far away, and everything's fine again. Everything is fine and safe until literally one thing goes wrong again, and then they're all just gonna move toward us. It's gonna be very scary, but everything's fine. So that was everything, because we decided to use all 4 dice on that, and we'll move on toward their turn. Now, thankfully, we did hide, so now we're going to move on to just their movement. So first, with this protector here, he's going to turn, and he's going to go 1, and then he's just going to stop there because he can't really move anywhere else with the rest of his movement, and I guess maybe he wouldn't go down to there. So we'll have him do that, and then this wolf would go next. He can go 1, again, it's kind of tricky, but we'll just have him go 2, 3, I guess we'll have him stop there because technically he can move and he could have moved through this other guy, but then he wouldn't have 2 to move down. And I don't know how smart he is, but we're supposed to do whatever's worst for us. So I'm just going to kind of have him land here because either way I think that's a fine compromise. And then we'll move up to this wolf over here. He's going to turn. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to have this snake do the same thing and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, this protector is going to turn and go 1, 2, 3. So they are all going to kind of start facing this way, but hopefully I'll be able to hide in a way that they don't see me, and then I'm able to rush toward the exit. So that's all of that, and now we're going to draw an event card. And this one is a trap. I could dodge a trap. I'm thinking I might. I could just take 2 damage though. This isn't the worst trap that we've seen. And if we're trying to stay hidden, no, you know, I'm going to dodge it. I'm going to dodge it because when do we know another trap is coming? We're going to just dodge it. And that's that. Alright, so now all we have to do is get out. We have to get to tile 9. We have to get to that spot that's the exit. And we have to have no enemies on our space. And we're able to exit. We do have the artifact. And currently there are no enemies on that spot. But that would take us a lot of movement to get there. We are hidden. I'm not too worried, but I'm a little worried, you know? These guys are all gonna move this way. They're kind of gonna move clockwise, so I think I can move around and make it work. So I think we're gonna do the crazy thing again and spend all 6 of our dice on movement. We're hidden. We don't want this to go wrong. I'm just gonna make a run for it and spend it all on movement. Wow! Wow, I'm glad I got that on camera. That was pretty cool. I've rolled a decent amount of doubles this game, but that was pretty cool. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes plus our 6 movement. And we could get 1 more if we want. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 14 if we want it. So let's see what that does for us. Let's see. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Goodness. No one's facing us, really. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we could even go... I think we shouldn't spend anything, so we'll do 12 and just land there and end there, but... yeah, I think we're pretty sneaky. I think we're gonna make it, you guys. I think we're gonna make it if we just sneak out. So let's try to do it. So that was our entire phase. Let's hope nothing spawns near us because that would be horrible at this point. So this guy is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna have him go 1, 2, 3. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, turning, and then 4. So they are kind of patrolling around. I need to make sure. I think I need to wait an additional turn, actually. I maybe should have moved 1 more up, but we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. Alright, and now on to the event. Now, if this is a spawn and they spawn on 2, we are in trouble. Yeah, if they spawn there, we're in trouble, but anything else would be completely fine. So let's see. Oh, it's a pendulum. No worries. So we can either rush and take 3 damage or duck and lose an event card. Let's rush because it seems like we're trying to play sneaky this whole game anyway. So 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna try to sneak out of here if we're able to. So that was the event. Back onto the Lara phase. Definitely not our last Lara. Oh, it could be our last Lara phase. There's only 1 guy, so actually we could move in, shoot, and then move again, but it would take a lot. We could play it safe or play it dangerous. And I feel like we should play it safe. I want to play it dangerous. We could do dangerous in 1 turn or safe in 2 turns, you know what I mean? Because we could either move in, shoot him, and then move through, or, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Let's stay stealth. We played stealth this whole time. Let's stay stealth. So I think we should just roll everything to move again. Does that seem crazy? I feel like we should. We could come up right behind him though. I would love to just come up and get him. Gosh, it would take 4 damage to melee attack him and get him, which is 2 successes if I'm hidden, and I am. Okay, so to get up there, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be 6. Let's roll 3 dice and see what happens and see if I can even get there. So we're gonna move first. This is a move roll. And we can only get 4. We could get 6 if we discard, but I don't want to. So we only have 4. So we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna do the safe game. So we're gonna go, I mean, honestly, going up behind him, he's still not gonna be able to see us. So as long as we don't make sound, and I'm not going to, I'm either gonna search or research. I'm probably gonna research. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have 3 plus the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because moving is fine. We're not making any sound. We're being sneaky. We're diving up there like the little Lara Croft we are. And then we're going to use our other 3 dice to research. Research is great, alright? It's going to get us something cool that we don't even know what it is. So, okay, not great. We'd have to discard an event card. But you know what? I want to. I want to. That's me being a little crazy, but ooh, it's another hidden one, so I do kind of love that. I think that's great for us. Alright, so that's the entire Lara phase. Now again, if someone spawns on 3, we're actually not in trouble because we're up high. So actually we're doing pretty good unless the event is something crazy for us. So let's go on to enemy movement. We're going to go 1, 2, turn and go 3. And then we're going to have, let's see, yes, this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, they go 4. So 4, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, and then he can't move the 4. Alright, and now on to the event card. Let's see. Ooh, this is another good one. So it's a resource one where we would be able to draw 2 resources from the bag. But again, we're playing this like we're playing the whole campaign. We're playing this like we need this later. And again, we do want to try to mill it out of our deck before this bad invaded side happens. Again, this deck will kind of flip and change because when you have them and fight against the invaded, you then kind of weaken them after that you're not fighting them immediately again and you get your event cards back. But either way, using them doesn't hurt as much once you know that's happening. But we're not doing that chapter 1. That would be crazy. So we are going to take this as a little reprieve where basically nothing happens. We're just going to discard it, but nothing happens. So that was pretty great for us. And now we're able to get over there to 9. So with that, let's roll our last 6 dice. Hopefully not mess this up, because if we completely messed it up, okay. If we completely messed it up and failed on all 6 of the dice, I have no way to re-roll it, but I do have this hidden, so we would be able to hide again. So, alright. So, we are going to now move on to rolling the 6 dice. Ooh, get over here. The 6 dice for our movement to get out of there. And, oh, alright, so we have 6, so, and we did not fail. So we automatically know that we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are at the exit, and there's no enemies on our tile. So we did do that completely stealthily, even though I found this Wasp 2 gun that I really, really wanted to use. So this has been a playthrough of just the first chapter of Tomb Raider, the Crypt of Chronos. So this is the first chapter. It's meant to introduce you to a lot of the mechanics, and things are going to escalate. I do highly suggest checking out my preview to learn a bit more about the different modes of the game, especially things with bosses and how you're able to craft your own one-shots that are meant for a few hours as well. But if you enjoyed this game, you can check out the link down below to see everything that they have planned on Kickstarter. I've been Professor Meg, and thank you all for watching the Board Game Code channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!